at the other clashes that they've had with Parables in the T-Rose and also the Furious. Maybe she won't get things to suit today. It depends on the pace of the race, I suppose. More Strawberries at $2.90, in from $3. Parables out to $3.10. Sasa's come in for good support, 11 into 8, and Zutara 13 to 10. So waiting on 5 runners to move up. Hearts of a Love away. So too Parables and Jose. And we await Slow the Flow and Secret Admirer to come up as well. Winners today have been Defiant Dame taking out the first, Smart Missile the second, Sailor Gurr the third, and Buffering took out race 4 if you're just joining us. And this is the first of our Group 1s this afternoon. The Coolmore Flight Stakes. More Joyous won it last year. Can More Strawberries make it back-to-back for the owner, John Singleton? She's gone on to great things. Samantha Miss won it the year before that. Of course, she went to Melbourne and won the Oaks after being placed in the Cox Plate. It's a good horse's race. Now, Hearts of Love about to come forward. Looking at these totes, More Strawberries unders at 260, Parable spot on at 310, 790 Jose, a touch of overs, 860 for Sasa, and Zutara's unders at 890. Parables goes up, 1 to move in, Secret Admirer, and it takes its spot. Filly's about to jump. They're set. They're away. Sasa missed it a length, went back towards the tail. More Strawberries came out fast and took the lead. It's in front of Zutara, and Slow the Flow is pressing forward. And in fact, it'll go up and hit the front. So the Flow led from More Strawberries. Hearts of a Love is picking up ground to go up to third. Zutara easing back to fourth. And then Chula Vista followed by Parables midfield. Sasa's making ground along the rails. She didn't begin all that well, but she's now rolling up along the fence into about 5th spot. Further backwards, Jose, Fibrillation, Crafty Earner, and last of all, Secret Admirer. So Slow the Flow led as they run to the 1,000, led by 3/4 Hearts of a Love. More Strawberries not getting her own way today. She's tucking away behind them in 3rd spot. Then Sasa on the outside, Zutara. Parables behind them, midfield on the fence from Chula Vista is already off the bed. Jose is back 3rd or 4th, last out wide from Crafty Earner, Fibrillation, and last of all is Secret Admirer. They run up in the vicinity of the 600 and Slow the Flow led for Hearts of a Love. About 2 lengths to More Strawberries travelling up nicely behind them from Sasa. Then Zutara, followed by Parables. He's taken it away from the outside to come to the centre of the track, and behind it Chula Vista. Up the rise and Slow the Flow led from Hearts of a Love. More Strawberries closing in on the outside, and then Parables starting to wind up down the outside, and Zutara. Slow the Flow is grabbed by More Strawberries. Parable gets a chance on the outside, coming after More Strawberries, who's in front with 150 to run. Parables digging in, and look at Secret Admirer. She's jumping out of the ground. It's More Strawberries grabbed by Secret Admirer, got up to win it. Secret Admirer beat More Strawberries, Parables third, and then Sasa followed by Slow the Flow. Further back was Jose, and then Fibrillation, Zutara, Crafty Earner, Hearts of a Love, and last in was Chula Vista.
Well, number 8, Secret Admirer, she has blown them all away just when it looked as if More Strawberries would do what More Joyous did last year. There was Secret Admirer, great ride. Brenton Abdullah, beautifully timed ride too. Riding her out in desperation to get past More Strawberries, which she did on the line. For Graham Begg, so well done. To the connections, this filly by Dabawi. What a great run this Darley Stallion's been having. She has beaten home number 8. She's beaten home number 1, More Strawberries, and number 3, Parables. And she was the, dominant filly this time around. Unlucky last week. She's made amends here, Secret Admirer.
Come to me.
Almost, we spoke to Graham Begg pre-race. There was a quiet confidence with Graham. He had this filly a great chance, and Graham, the winning trainer, is with Richard now.
About that.
Well, look, I was very confident all week because, she should have won here last Saturday. It was probably my fault that she didn't because I told him not to go to the outside, and he followed Quidnuck into the race, and she didn't take her anywhere. He had to go back, change course on the inside. But this is a really good filly because, all she does, hits the line hard. And, he's rode her well, the boy. He's ridden her all the time. And it's just great for him to ride. I think it's his first Group 1 winner. And it's just fabulous.
It was a big jump in grade from last week. When did you decide, Graham, to back her up?
Look, to me, I didn't think it was that big a jump in grade. All the tipsters all thought it was because she didn't come in that well again in the handicaps, going from a quality handicap last week to set weights. But I got the biggest amount of confidence in this horse because, you know, she is such a trier. It's unbelievable, and she's just had a fabulous week at home. You know, just licked the 10 out and just gave us indication we were in the right place today.
What about the turn of foot? Gee, she can reel off a sectional.
Well, she has done every run. She's reeled off unbelievable sectionals every day she's gone to the races. So she's going for a break now, and, you know, a well-deserved break, and she'll come back in the autumn bigger and better.
Johnny Muir, of course, we well know, and in breeder and also the car industry, but a great supporter, and I think he'd be chuffed.
Oh, look, he's away. He's taken the grandkids away up to his farm in Warren, and it's just bad luck he couldn't be here today, but he'll get a big kick out of it.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Graham Begg, well, Rich, you interviewed him before the race, and he said, look, don't be up. This could be right in the mix. I made her a black booker last Saturday. Why didn't I follow up?
And we spoke to Graham at Trekwork during the week. He was plenty of time for this filly, and she's justified his confidence. Look at her come down the middle of the track. Giant strides. 17-10, 3-10. Well done if you backed up. More Strawberries was given every chance to win the race. Just found one a bit too good on the day. And Parables worked home nicely as well. Slow the Flow was brave in defeat. But Secret Admirer, sometimes these fillies just jump out of the ground, and she's done that.
She has indeed. Well, Dabawi with Poet's Voice winning the Group 1 in Europe, but last week the Champions Stakes. And here he has a Group 1 winning filly. She went through the English Weanling first season sire showcase sale, so I would say you probably saw her on TVN as a weanling. She went through there for $38,000 and then passed in at the English Classic yearling sale. So she is an absolute bargain buy. That is Secret Admirer. Watch where she's come from as well. She's just flown past all the rest of the field. Dabawi out of Secret Illusion, a Secret Savings mare, who's a half-sister to Donegal Mist, who won the Metropolitan and the Moonee Valley Cup, and a Family of a Galaxy winner in Mr. Illusion. And here she is coming back to scale. And that is a great scene there for Brenton Avdulla, his first Group 1 victory.
Yeah, good on you, Brenton. He's one of our hardest working young riders. Brenton Avdulla is from Victoria originally, but he's made Sydney home. The trainers have given him plenty of opportunity, and he's grabbed that opportunity. Well done, Brenton. Pumps the fist. You beauty. He should be very happy. Well done to John Muir. Look, John's a really well-known racing man. He loves his horses. And, well, John, you now own a Group 1 winning filly. 240 grand jumps in the bank as well. But a Group 1 next to her name is invaluable. There's Graham's lovely other half, Sue, leading this really good filly back in. The Group 1 winner of the Flight Stakes. There she is, Secret Admirer.
Yeah, as I said, Poet's Voice, it was actually the QE2 Cup last week in the UK. So the Group 1 winner's just flowing for Dabawi. Unfortunately, we don't see him back here in Australia, but he stood out for Darley up there in the Hunter Valley for a couple of seasons. Look at the big smile on the face of Brenton Avdulla. Congratulations, a first Group 1 winning ride for Brenton Avdulla. And a kiss for the filly. I'd say that's probably his favourite filly. Richard?
Oh, it'll be his favourite filly forever. He'll never forget this. Good on you, Brenton. And the daughter of Dabawi brings up her first Group 1. It might be the first of a few, the way she won that. She was a long way off from turning for home. She was near enough to last on the corner, and she's rattled home. I'd love to know her final sectional. She has reeled off a big sectional, and she's a Group 1 winner. Very excited, Graham Begg. The Beaten Brigade, More Strawberries, tried hard, was given every chance in the race. Parables worked home nicely enough. But all honest with the winner. She had to round them up and go past them, and she did just that.
For sure, the margins just coming through now. Brenton Avdulla just weighing in, short neck by 3/4 of a length, 134.66 the time, 35.81. Of course, we've had the shower. I think the track is cutting up a little bit, but the final 600 there around 35 seconds. Richie?
How does that feel? Group 1 winner, Brenton Avdulla.
It sounds good, but I still can't believe it's happened. It's only been 12 months ago. I was still climbing 3 and just moved to Sydney, and probably if it wasn't for Graham Begg, I'd probably be back in Melbourne. But his support, is in any type of race, even if it's a maiden at Wyong or, these good races here, he's always been there for me, and I've had a lot of support from Anthony too, and he's a good boss, so I can't complain.
Back on the 25th of August, a stablemate ran you over. I think Graham Begg always thought this was the better filly, but can you believe from there now to Group 1 glory?
No, that's it. When she ran first starting the race, we always knew she had a lot of ability, but she's just kept taking the next step and going to the next level, and I don't think she can go any further than Group 1. So I'm wrapped for Graham, I'm wrapped for the horse, and I'm happy myself. So hopefully I can keep going. You
weren't chasing mugs, you were chasing More Strawberries, Parables. Wow, she can really reel off a sectional.
Yeah, she's always been a horse that can reel off some pretty quick sectionals. Even when I won a maiden on her at Canterbury, she ripped off some pretty slick times, and the tempo was out of the race the other day, and through More Strawberries and that, Graham and I, we always thought that the pace of those races was just suiting them. So we knew if there was going to be genuine speed here, we'd be able to beat.
Well done.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a performance. Secret Admirer. She's got more than a few Secret Admirers now after taking out the Coolmore Flight Stakes at Group 1 level over the mile here at Randwick. And to help with proceedings here, I would like to introduce AJC board member James Mathers to the microphone.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian Jockey Club is pleased to welcome Coolmore Australia as sponsors of today's Group 1 Flight Stakes. Coolmore is a world-leading breeding group who stand some of the best stallions in the thoroughbred industry at their studs located in Ireland, the US and Australia. Stallions standing at Coolmore Australia feature the very best of international and domestic bloodlines, including Encosta de Lago, Fastnet Rock, High Chaparral and Dylan Thomas. Our friend Michael Kerman represents Coolmore today. Michael is the Managing Director of Coolmore Australia, and I'd like to call upon him to present the trophies to the successful connections.
Thank you. To the Chairman of the AJC, members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen, Coolmore Australia is honoured today to sponsor this race, the Flight Stakes, in conjunction with the AJC. The Flight Stakes is one of Australia's most prestigious races for fillies and is the race that annually crowns the best 3-year-old filly of the spring here in Sydney. Some of the best fillies over the past have been winning this race, including Research, Trisquet, Sunline, Haha and Samantha Miss, and many, many more. This year's renewal has seen a very exciting filly and a very worthy winner. And I would like to congratulate the trainer, Graham Begg, the owner, John Muir, who's a very good client of Coolmore, and the jockey, Brendan Abdullah, for riding such a great race and being very confident in the run. And I would also like to congratulate the staff here at the AJC today. They've put on a marvellous day, a marvellous day's racing for us. And again, I'd like to congratulate them on such a great day. Thank you. Now, Mr. Freer. Well done, Josh.
Lovely work. Maybe a few words on behalf of the owners, if we could, John.
Mr. Chairman, members of the AJC committee, ladies and gentlemen, I'm particularly delighted to accept this trophy on behalf of John Muir. Unfortunately, John couldn't be here today, but he's asked me to speak on his behalf. He would particularly like to congratulate and thank Coolmore Stud, the sponsors of this race. Sponsors are very important in racing at all times, but no more so than these days, and thank you to Coolmore Stud. A big thank you also to all the team at Graham Begg Stables. They've done a great job with this filly. She was a filly that we bought as a weanling, and we bought her from John Sunderland, the breeder, who's a manager at Darley Stud of all things. And so congratulations to John also. And also congratulations to the team at John's Nepean Stud Farm, where she was reared, Kerry Cortez and all the team up there. They've done a great job. And also to Brendan Abdullah for a wonderful ride. He knew exactly where to be, timed his run to perfection, and the result was a Group 1 win. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done. And Graham Begg now the winning trainer after putting the spit and polish on this fantastic filly. Graham, well done. Congratulations. Handshakes and a few words.
AJC committee, it's just great to be here today. I'd like to thank Coolmore Stud for sponsoring the Flight Stakes. I believe it's the first time they've sponsored this race. It's a great race from the sponsor. I've got to thank all the staff back at the stables at Randwick, and in particular the boy that looks after the filly, Danish, and one of my main track work riders, Gary Patterson, who spent a lot of time on getting this filly to relax and has done that very successfully. Thank a great ride by Brendan Abdullah. He's been on this filly's back in all the trials and in the 4 runs to date, and he knows it perfectly well. We didn't have the best of luck last week. Got held up at a vital time during the race. But, you know, we knew going into today's race that she was very, very well in herself, and we knew we were right to line up today and be very, very competitive. And, you know, we're just delighted that she's able to get over the line, and I'd like to thank Mr Muir and Nepean Stud for supporting me. It's the first horse I've actually trained for Mr. Muir, and it's just bad luck he couldn't be here today to witness her win. And I'd like to thank my wife Sue. You know, what could I be without her? It's just been great.
Well done, Graham, and I think time now to hear from the winning jockey. I think life might change for Brenton Avdulla, his first Group 1 success here at Randwick as trophies are presented. Brenton Avdulla, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the AJC and the sponsors, Coolmore. You know, obviously Graham Begg, his team at home, and you know, obviously Anthony Gick. You know, he's been a good boss. He's allowed me to kind of ride work for a lot of outside trainers, and it's just given me the opportunity to break into Graham's stable. And you know, he's got a great bunch of horses there and a good bunch of staff, and he's good to ride for. And you know, it's just it's all happened so quick that I'm here on the Group 1. So yeah, I'm not too sure what to say, but you know, I'm still excited. So but thanks to everyone anyway.
Well done, and James, I don't think our work is done here yet because the Princess Series result is now known, and maybe you'd like to announce the winner of the Princess Series.
Thank you. The Princess Series was introduced by the AJC and the STC in 1989 to promote spring racing for 3-year-old fillies. The first leg is 125,000 Silver Shadow Stakes. The second leg, 175,000 Furious Stakes. The third leg, 175,000 T-Rose Stakes. And the final leg, the fourth final leg, is the 400,000 Flight Stakes, which we've just witnessed. Well-known fillies to have won this prestigious Princess Series include Triscay, Angst, Sunline, Ha Ha, Samantha Miss and More Joyous last year. I'd now like to call upon Duncan Grimley, representing John Singleton, the owner of More Strawberries, to receive the Princess Series trophy. Duncan.
Spring Champion Stakes over 2,000 metres is next on the AJC card.